Hello everyone, happy Friday. I'm just trying to adjust my audio a bit. Happy Friday everyone. It is Friday the 28th of November 2025 and I am Sharon Wilson, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia. I hope you're going well. It is a beautiful day outside. We've had a couple of storms this week. It's been a bit of a busy week for us, but yes, we're here and there's a Black Friday sale on and apparently it's Black Friday today, so there are lots of sales on at the moment. Lots to check out and lots to see. So I hope you're going well. So today I thought I would share with you some Christmas cards. So I've been making a fair few Christmas cards this week. So I had one customer that ordered about 50 cards to send to their clients. I always make my husband's Christmas cards. So I think I've made about 110 of them, but I still have about, I don't know, 20 or so to go of those ones. So I've still got a few more to go. But yeah, there's lots of Christmas cards to be made. And then I still haven't even started on my customer cards yet or my team cards or anything like that. So I thought I would do some more Christmas cards today just because I thought, well, it's a good time to do Christmas cards. So I had some pre-prepared. So these ones we're actually doing at my next Stamper Stack class. So November it's been a bit crazy because I've been sick and everything. So I thought I would actually push my Stamper Stacks to December. So I think it's the 10th of December is my Stamper Stack classes. So second Wednesday of the month. And so I would love to see you there if you'd like to come along. Some details are actually on my Facebook page, so you can check them out. But some of these are the cards are actually going to be doing at the Stamper Stack. So I thought I would share them with you. Just move a few things out of the way because there's a few things in my way. All right, so let's get started. Let's go to, yes, there. All right, so my overhead camera. So these were the cards that I was actually looking at making. So this gold vellum is actually no longer available, but I still have it. So I thought, well, why not? You might as well just use it. So I've got all the pieces all prepped for these cards. So we're going to start with these ones. So in this set of cards, I've actually used the traditional Wreath 3D. You can actually get that at the moment. It's that was the Traditions of Christmas. There was actually a craft class that you can actually purchase as well, that you can purchase this suite of products to go with that class. But I've used this embossing folder. I've already pre-embossed. So already pre-embossed what I need to. So it's going to be a matter of assembling and a bit of stamping. But I did do a fair bit of prep for these ones. So get all our little pieces out of the way. So we've got some Pretty Peacock and Cherry Cobbler cardstock. I just realised I haven't got my phone on Do Not Disturb. If I don't put it on Do Not Disturb, someone will send a message to me. All right, so we'll do our Pretty Peacock. I don't have my phone folder with me, so use what you have. And that's going to be a block. I'm hoping my audio is all good. Someone hopefully will give me the thumbs up and let me know. Morning, Sam. How you going? How's my audio today? Is it good? We've had a bit of a repatch of things this morning, so yeah. Why are my comments not coming up there? Yeah, my comments aren't popping up on my iPad. Loud and clear. Excellent. Hopefully not too loud. All right, so we have our Pretty Peacock Cherry Cobbler. We have our crumb cake. So we're going to glue that one. Actually, no, I'm not going to glue that down straight away. I'm going to use this bit first. So we've got banners. I've got some banners to make. Where are they all? There we go. That. feel like I'm missing a couple. Am I? There's only 2 there. I should have 4. I should have 4 banners. I've only got 2. Why have I only got 2? Okay. Oh, that's not good. I'm missing 2. Hang on. I think I need to improvise a bit. So I've pre-chopped a whole heap of other cardstock, but I'm gonna use these 2 of them. All right. Hopefully they're going to be long enough. Yeah, that'll be okay. All right. So I've got some banners. I'm going to just chop out the little triangle. I'm sure it's not perfect, but it will do. So this is the Regal, what is it? Regal something. What is it? It's Regal something. Let me see if I can find it. There. Regal Distressed Patterns, that's what it's called. And there's 3 different designs in the 3 different in the colors. So you get this one, the red, and then the white. And I had so much of this, so I decided I was going to use some of these for Christmas cards, because I think I had about 3 or 4 packets of this stuff, and I thought I need to use it. So it's still not retired. So I think it's been around for a little while. This stuff, this cardstock paper. All right, so we have. I'm going to use that one. Let's start with the Pretty Peacock. So we're going to start by, excuse me, we're going to glue that down. There, the Pretty Peacock piece. Over the top. And then we're going to chop off the top. And then we have the vellum. So I haven't actually, as I said, I haven't actually, this is actually all retired, but I thought, well, I've already got it. Why not use what you've got? Morning, Elizabeth. How are you? I'm going to do the red one now. Cherry Cobbler. This Sunday, Elizabeth, Jaeger, Jen, Bohr, and I are all going to be at the Cherrybrook Fete, the Christmas Fete at Cherrybrook Public School. So if you're around the area, it'd be lovely to see you. Pop in, say hello to the 3 of us. Should be a good day. God willing, it will be nice and fine. That's those 2, and then these, I'm going to do 2 more. And these ones, we're actually going to rotate it, do that side. So I want to do that side. So we're going to make them, I'm actually doing them, because I've got my leaves. Oh, they really needs to go that way. I realised it needs to go that way. So let's just chop that off. Yeah, because the pretty peacock is actually a pattern that's facing a certain way. So I'm going to glue him that way. There we go. And then the cherry cobbler piece won't matter. And then, yeah, that way. You've been working on the Nutcracker kit. Excellent. Yeah, we're going to do a couple of demonstrations through the day at our store. Okay, so we have our pieces, so let's glue them down. Oops. That looks a bit crooked. Send that to someone you don't like. They won't notice it's crooked. Cherry cobbler, pretty peacock. All these beautiful colours for Christmas. Okay, so we've got that one that's going to go that way. That goes that way. That one will go that way, and that one will go that way. So then I have pre-cut, which may or may not work, but I pre-cut some Christmas trees. And I used what's this one called? The Ornamental Christmas dies to cut the two trees. And we're using the Ornamental Christmas stamp set to stamp our trees. So we're going to do a couple of trees with my ink, which is hiding from me. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. My cherry cobbler and my pretty peacock. Oh, I've already got some trees stamped. So if all things go wrong, if everything goes wrong, I have my trees already stamped. But let's try and stamp them anyway. So we're going to do one, a cherry cobbler tree. I didn't bring my cleaner over, did I? No. So that's not too bad. That could be worse. And then just line up. So this is not the normal way I would do it, but it's just, I just want to speed things up a tiny bit because I have another set of cards I want to make. So I pre-die cut, and then what you could actually do if you have a stamp positioning tool or your Stamparatus that Stampin' Up used to sell that doesn't anymore, or anything like that, you could die cut out the line it up with a die cutting machine, with the stamp positioning tool. Sorry, I'm just getting my stamp cleaner, so I've walked away. And then you can just load it up and do lots and lots of Christmas trees. So you load up the image in the space that's actually got the space. I don't think that made any sense whatsoever. But you can use a stamp positioning tool if you're going to do lots of these sorts of cards. And then you can die cut pretty quickly and easily, and not use as much cardstock. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully it made enough sense. But I've got 2 Christmas trees. Let's do the other 2. I might still use the other trees that I've already stamped and die cut, because these aren't as straight as what they need to be. Oh, that one's pretty good. That was a good one. But here's some I prepared earlier. Here we go. So I've got my Christmas trees, and then I have my little vellum circles. They're a bit worse for wear. I think the piece of vellum was a bit, I don't know, in not a good spot. Anyway, we have our vellum, and then we have our dimensionals. Let me find my dimensionals that I want. Let's do those ones. So I've got some small ones to go at the top. Yep. And a little one to go down the bottom of that tree. And then I'll pull out some bigger ones. And then I'm just going to use seal to glue these down. So we're doing that one right now. And just glue him down like that. That's one. So I'm not doing a sentiment on these. I don't think they really need the sentiment. I think they're fine without it. And then I've got the ones that have rotated the other way. It's quite crooked. It does look very crooked. I wonder if I could adjust it. It's more crooked than I thought. That's a bit better. And last one. So that's the set of 4 cards. Excuse me. That's a set of 4 cards. Very simple. Only a tiny bit of stamping, bit of die cutting, but they're quite, yeah, I like them. I think they're pretty good. So I've got some cards ready to go. So let's start with my next set. So these ones you can actually make at one of my upcoming Christmas classes. So the next set, where are you? There you are. So I've got these ones. So these ones are using the Traditions of Christmas Designer Series paper. and the ephemera adhesive sentiments. But I think I'm going to change them up, so because I actually misplaced my ephemera somewhere. I've got an unopened packet, but I didn't really want to use an unopened packet. So let's have a look at these ones. So I've got lots of little pieces, but let's start with folding our card bases. So this one is Secret Sea, Old Olive, again Old Olive, and then Real Red. So you could possibly use Cherry Cobbler with this one as well. I think the two colours can be a bit interchangeable in some respect. There is a bit more Real Red in it though, rather than the Cherry Cobbler, but that's definitely Cherry Cobbler there. So, but do what you feel is good for you. So let's start with the Secret Sea. Or let's just start with laying them out and working out where we want all our little pieces to go. So that one's going to go with that one and that one. They're those two. And then I've got those two. I think I had them all matched up. Isn't that good? There we go. So we'll start with an Old Olive first. So we're just going to glue them straight down. Yep. What's happening? That's a bit stuck. And then we've got a piece at the top. So I think I've pretty much just cut 10 centimeters by 15 centimeters and then just chopped them in half or chopped them a bit in half and then basically flipped one over. So it's basically just cut designer series paper that you're letting it shine and just mixing and matching the patterns from the papers. I think Cherry Cobbler would probably be all right with this one. All right, so I've got them. And this is where I think I was going to just change it up and just do a bit of stamping on them. So I want to use that on there, that on there, that on there, that on there, but I want to stamp on these pieces. Let's move those ones out of the way. And so I pulled out a few different sentiments. So I've got bright and happy Christmas wishes. So I pulled out these stamps. So I got the Jolly Holly, the pine tree trimmings. I don't know if I've used one of them. Did I use them? Yeah, they're sending Christmas wishes. The traditional labels, which I've got the 'Tis the Season. I don't think I'm using that one. I think maybe I am. Hang on, let me see. Not at the moment. I haven't got anything out for that one, so I may not use that one. So I've got a few stamp sets that I'm using for their sentiments at the moment. I've got the Joy, which I don't think it's going to work because I think it's going to be a bit too big. So we'll see what we can use. So I've got Sending Christmas Wishes. So I might do that in Secret C. Pretty sure I brought Secret C over. Pretty sure. There it is. There it is. I really love Secret C. It's a really good alternative to black. And so we can do Sending Christmas Wishes on that one. I didn't bring my old olive over, so I'm going to use Real Red on that one, or Cherry Cobbler on that one, actually. This one I might use a Secret C as well, but I'm going to use Bright and Happy Christmas Wishes. I'm going to go this side, because I think I can quite easily pick up the Secret C in that one. I have a 'Tis the Season, so let's get our Cherry Cobbler for that. Oop. I need to move this one down a bit so I can see where I'm stamping. Okay, 'Tis the Season on that one, and then this one. What do I have? I could just do a Merry Christmas. A Merry and a Christmas. So put that one on there. And we'll do Cherry Cobbler. There we go. I think that's all my stamping. Bit of a clean. Okay. So assembling time. But I've got some trim that I thought I could use. Here's my last one. Sorry, just have a sip of my tea. So I found some gold trim. Again, not sure if this is still current, but you know, use what you have. It's always good to use what you have. So I'm going to glue this one down. So let's just glue the four of them down. And then because we've got gold in our paper, we can do a bit of a wrap. And I think I'm just going to try and tie that in a knot. Maybe, maybe not. Ah. Let's do that. I'm going to pop it up on some dimensionals as well. I'm not wanting to have the knot showing on this one. So I've just got some little trim. Yep. And then some dimensionals. And then that is all there is to it for this one. So this one, we'll bring in some of the white. So this is the white and gold, or vanilla and gold. I think it's white and gold trim. And it comes in a set with the black as well. I like the bow. Let's adjust it. Oh, that's not too bad. Yep, we could do that one. That is the season. I think I'll do the black. But again, I think I'm just going to, I might just try and do a bit of linen thread behind. Oops. Oh, sorry. Tape behind. Oop. Didn't quite cut it again. This is where you probably need a bit of sticky tape or something. Sticky tape would be good. And then our bright and happy. So we might just go back to our little gold bits again. And again, I think I won't do a bow or anything. I don't think. Oh, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do a knot. And then we can just fray the edges of that one. There we go. And that is 8 cards. All done. I've got some inserts if I want to put some inserts in, but I'm not going to worry about that at the moment because I'll probably put something on the inside anyway. But they are the cards that I've got for you today. So I've got 8 cards, 4 different designs. I'll get rid of my grid paper. There we go. Yep. Go. There's the 8 cards that I've got for you for today. So yeah, all these cards you can actually do at my Stamper Stack, which is next on the 10th of December. That's when I'll be doing my Stamper Stack. It's yeah, you can choose to do a set of 8 cards like this or a set of 8 cards like that, or you could do both and pay for 2 classes at one time if you're very, very quick. Or yeah, so that's yeah. But I've used quite a few stamps in these cards, obviously, just because I've used the different sentiments. So if you just have one stamp set that's got a sentiment that you like, you just use it on all of them. You don't need to use different ones. I'm just trying to show you all the different things that you can actually do with and yeah, use different stamp sets and stuff to create your own cards and your own creativity. So thank you so much for joining me. It is only a short one, like it's only 40 minutes. Whew, that's pretty quick. What have we got on? There's a Black Friday sale that's actually on at the moment up until the 1st of December. We're Stampin' Up. I think a lot of stuff has actually sold out. I think there are still some blends available, but I think the adhesive is sold out and the cardstock had sold out, and I think there were blades that were on special as well, but I think they got sold out. So there's a lot of things that are actually unavailable at the moment. So yeah, you've got to be really quick with some of these sales because they just do sell out. I was actually at I went to a lady to do a fitting for Intimo, which is an Australian company and that does underwear and clothes and stuff. And they had a Black Friday sale and a lot of their stuff was sold out as well. So it was really interesting just seeing the comparison between the two companies. It's like, yep, Stampin' Up has sold out a lot of stuff and so's Intimo. So it's like quite on high demand. So yes. So yeah, Sunday we have so Elizabeth, Jen and I will be at Cherrybrook Public School for their fete. So please come and say hi. We're going to have lots of different things. We've got lots of kits available. We've got some little chocolate wreaths that Elizabeth's made. We've got post-it note holders. I think we've got bath salts. Lots of gifts that you could give to your teachers, your kids' teachers and stuff like that. Lots of different gifts. I've got a couple of pamper packs and some stationery packs. So stocking stuffers, lots of them. Lots of cards, lots of kits. What else is there? Lots and lots of stuff. As I said, we're going to be having a couple of demonstrations through the day and using the Nutcracker kit. So we'll be doing different projects with that kit to show you the versatility of the kits that we have that Stampin' Up sell. But also I've got we're going to have banner making in the morning session for the kids, and then there's some cards in the afternoon that we'll be doing. So just short sessions of creativity that you can pay for to make at the time. So come along. It'll be a great day from 10 till 4 at Cherrybrook Public School in New South Wales. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. We've got a busy week again next week. Hannah's got her formal and lots of things happening. So yes, I should be here next week. So as long as nothing bad happens between now and then. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye for now.